quite the amount of energy, excitement that he's had. And Ned, I got to imagine that some people have that for the weather when they get here, because it has been just chef's kiss.
I know, it's dancing kind of weather. It's not going to be that great. I unfortunately don't want to be the bearer of this news, but if you really are not into humidity, I don't think you're going to enjoy it very much. Find air conditioning, swimming pool, the beach. At least we have places to get relief, because the sticky factor is about to bump up for today, tomorrow, even the weekend. Things are getting warmer. Our sunrise time this morning, 6:03, sunset at 7:46, and it does look like we'll get a pretty sunrise. So I'm going to keep watching those east-facing cameras, because we have some of those mid to high level clouds, and usually that creates a lot of beautiful colors as the sun comes up. Looking at our conditions right now, warmer than yesterday to start off. 66 downtown and in Chula Vista, 64 in Santee, 66 in Carlsbad, 67 National City under those cloudy skies. At the coast today, we're moving on up into the mid-70s by 11 a.m. So before your lunch break, we'll already be there. And then by the afternoon, here's what our afternoon highs look like. So upper 70s for downtown, maybe 1 or 2 degrees warmer than yesterday at the coast. Inland, that's where you might notice more of that heat up. Escondido 87, Ramona 93, 86 in Poway, Miramar 80. Some of you stayed in the 70s yesterday. It didn't get as hot because we had later sunshine. The marine layer protected us from the heat. Now that weather pattern's changing. Instead, we're getting some of that stickier weather coming in from the east, the monsoonal moisture that we talk about in the summer months here. 87 in Julian, 104 for Borrego Springs. Now, looking at relative humidity, this is where we can notice when temperatures might be in the 80s, they will feel hotter because of this. So relative humidity for now is up because of the marine layer. We'll keep an eye on this. Join us on our midday shows at 11 and 12. Once the marine layer is gone, yeah, those numbers are still expected to stay pretty high up there. That is good for when it comes to fire danger. At least that eases the potential a little bit, but it doesn't feel very good. 2 to 4 foot waves if you do want to head out to the ocean. Hey, 65 degrees in the water, that'll cool you down. Rip current risk moderate. High tide will be about 7:49, over 6 feet for high tide. Here's that big ridge of high pressure, and as this gets closer to California, that's when we get hotter. That's when we get stickier as well, because it creates these pop-up thunderstorms. So let me get to that 7-day, and you can see what's going on at the coast for the weekend. Really nice. I mean, upper 70s expected through next week. We might get to 80 early next week. Temperatures are going to continue to stay above normal. Inland by tomorrow and Saturday, mid-90s. So that heat will be on. We'll stay pretty hot all the way through the middle of next week, as that high pressure really doesn't want to let us up. So 1 teens for the weekend in the deserts, and that certainly can be concerning. Don't want to spend too much time out there. And I'll send it over to you, Chris.